What is going on, guys? Alright, so you guys have told me to check this out. We got Stogie T, Johnny P's CADDY Freestyle, J. Cole song. Yeah, this is a crazy beat, I know. But yeah, let's get into this. If you're new, thank you for coming in. I don't say welcome because I never know what or who is out there. I don't want to invite, it's a whole thing. I just don't say that word, all right? I don't say you're welcome to people. If they tell me thank you, I say no problem. It's something I've never said, and actually, it's a good thing I never did, because you never know what you're welcoming in when you say that. When you say that phrase, you never know what or who you're welcoming in to your mind, to your thoughts, to your spirit, to your heart, to your soul, whatever. Anyway, yes, thank you for being here. Obviously, if you can leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, that would all help. If not, it is what it is. Let's jump into this. 3, 2, 1, play. Let's turn it up. All right. That beat's crazy. Hold on. Am I recording? Okay.
A little appreciation. Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
They gossip about me, but what's offending me? They not my pedigree. Pray to God for better enemies. The etiquette when a king enters, it's best that you bend a knee. Certified medically, you must not possess a memory. Turn the scene to shrapnel and debris for popping off at me. They caught it on the meme. One clock made a nigga lean. Time it impeccably. Tough guys only wanna tweet. Grinding for lunchtime in a subprime economy. For my seeds, not your ornery starving artist list. As long as it's about rapping, a nigga gonna eat from the dirt.
Looked like big pun there.
Starving artist list. As long as it's about rapping, a nigga gonna eat from the dirt. Conjure verse, couple tunnel, touch a nerve. Have to earn on the verge of every corner on the earth. From double whopper burgers to pecan.
This has nothing to do with anything. Just think about corner of the earth, please. Just think about that. Just think like the four corners of the earth. Does a round ball have four corners? That's it. Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
Rapping, a nigga gonna eat from the dirt. Conjure verse, couple tunnel, touch a nerve. Had to earn on the verge of every corner on the earth. From double whopper burgers to picanha surf and turf. That ain't your girl, she flirting, call him Papa Smurf. For a skirt, they beam you up faster than Captain Kirk. Don't get turned to merch, they put characters on your shirt. Whole continent on my vertebrae, and that don't curve. Broke bastards with a lot to say. What could your caption hurt? You cast aspersions while the staff at the Saxon serving rapping words to every last one of my classic album versions. I put words to perversions that mirror life in person. Single mom deserted, kids are like a burden. Dinner right for vermin. Winter nights they kill the lights, the chili bite like Durban. Past the sight, the sermon, the bounty of the eternal. Them grimy niggas heard them cash in transit in suburban. Scam card turn flashcards to club circuit earnings. Wash winnings and bad bitches and baptisms. Justify sinning a crooked light through a glass prism. For my kin, only prize giving is packed prisons. High risk pipe dreams, that window thin as ice fishing. 1 week we up, next we fight in addiction. I beat the old grave site visits with Antiza.
The visual is crazy.
Try bump cheese up, but
I really like the visuals going on. It's very dark, creepy. Yeah, it's very like horror-like almost, and the stuff he's talking about is very dark, of course, as well. But yeah, I'm loving this.
Visits with Antiza. We try bump cheese up, but tight leash on my peeps and poverty won't leave us. Rolling trees up and cloning visas. The over-eager scheme, a slow reader, but in them teachers so broken genius. Dope dealer, low achiever, hold heaters, full cedar, whole couture dripping like Apostle Peter. And if that don't float your boat, call Jesus.
Okay.
My compliments for the season.
I saw that. I saw a more realistic picture there than the nonsense they put out on the one they called Jesus, Yahusha is what I say, the Savior. Yeah, I saw it. A certain complexion that you don't usually see, but is more realistic because of read the Bible and what it says. It tells you pretty much flat out what color he was. All right. Anyway. That was crazy. I'm gonna run it back. We're gonna listen to it again. Okay. I love that beat though. Yeah, let's go. Let's just run it back all the way. We had a little like warning here at the beginning. All right, let's go. Right there.
Audiences only.
Now I'm going to kind of break it down as best I can. I'll try to. Maybe not every line, but we'll see. I don't want it to be too long. But anyway, let's go. This was crazy. What is this? I don't know what movie this is. That's Matt Damon, I know. That's a very young Matt Damon, it looks like.
Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke.
Is that Good Will Hunting,
and I'm
maybe?
sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
They gossip about me, but what's offending me? They not my pedigree. Pray to God for better enemies. The etiquette when a king enters, it's best that you bend the knee.
The etiquette when a king enters, you best bend the knee. Come on. That's crazy. Certified medically, you must not possess a memory. That's crazy.
Certified medically, you must not possess a memory. Turn the scene to shrapnel and debris for popping off at me.
Turn the scene to shrapnel and debris for popping off at me. For one, that's a crazy line right there. You are literally getting popped. You know, getting popped at for popping off at me, because it's gonna be a murder scene. Let's go.
They caught it on the meme. 1 o'clock made a nigga lean. Time it impeccably. Tough guys only wanna tweet. Grinding for lunchtime in a subprime economy.
Grinding for lunchtime in a subprime economy. That's crazy.
For my seeds, not your ornery starving artist list. As long as it's about rapping, a nigga gonna eat from the dirt.
Had the lunchtime line, and now back to starving to eat. Okay.
Controverse, couple tunnel touch enough. Had to earn on the verge of every corner on the earth. From double whopper burgers to picanha surf and turf. That ain't your girl, she flirting, call him Papa Smurf.
Yo, I get the Papa Smurf line of. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I know who he's talking about, of course, from the Smurfs cartoon. But what's the whole thing about the girl?
Burgers to picanha surf and turf. That ain't your girl, she flirting, call him Papa Smurf.
And call him Papa. Yeah, see, I don't know. Was there a Smurfs character or something that was a big fart? I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, because that's like a, you know, I mean, I haven't seen that thing since I was like 5 or 6 years old, probably. But anyway, that's the only thing I got was the Papa Smurf. I don't know what the girl and the skirt and all that was about, as like why she's farting. Yeah, somebody enlighten me on that.
Burgers to picanha surf
I have no
and
idea.
turf. That ain't your girl, she flirting, call him
Oh,
Papa.
maybe he's saying that ain't your girl. She's flirting with me. She wants me. Okay, that could be what he's saying. And call him Papa Smurf. But still, maybe just she's just out there running game on guys. Whoever's got the most money. Okay, you know. So yeah, she's calling him Papa Smurf, Sugar Daddy, whatever. Yeah, whoever's going to have the most money, whether it's old, young, whatever. All right, hold on. Okay.
Smurf for a skirt. They beat me up faster than Captain Kirk.
They beam you up faster than Captain Kirk, of course, Star Trek reference, and beam me up, Scotty, you know, yeah, all right, nice. Don't get turned to merch. They put characters on a shirt. They put characters, you know, the people that you guys are pretending to be, but when it all turns real, you get ended up on a shirt, because RIP, of course, we see it right there. But yeah, people get put on a shirt once they pass on. They sell merchandise that you get turned into merchandise. They put characters on a shirt because you were just a character, just acting out here. When it got real, you weren't about it.
Don't get turned to merch. They put characters on a shirt. Whole continent on my vertebrae, and that don't curve. With a lot to say, what could your caption hurt?
With a lot to say, what could your caption hurt? Oh, okay, I got you. Broke, yeah. One's talking on the internet, but you know, with a lot to say, yeah. But what are your captions really hurting? How is this affecting me, really? What damage are you doing to me? That's what I don't get. People leaving negative comments on videos, and this just goes for me, my very small channel. It's nowhere near anything that, like, you know, famous people deal with or anything. But it's like, dude, do you know that you could just, like, if you don't like a video, you can just leave and just go on to something you do like? Or go on to more you don't like if you just like punishing yourself and putting yourself through misery for whatever reason, I don't know. You don't have to leave a comment. You know, like, they tell me, like, stuff like, you talk too much. Like, okay, it's not for you. So why do you feel the need to comment on that, though? It's clearly a video. You don't like me. You didn't like the video. Fine. Whatever. No problem. You know how many videos I haven't liked and I just, boom, got out of it, moved on. went on with my life. It's as easy as that. It's no big deal. I mean, I just don't understand what they think commenting negatively is gonna do. I mean, do you really think somebody's gonna say, "Oh, idiot moron 42356 said I talk too much. I better change my whole way and routine of how I react to stuff." Dang. All right, yeah. Oh man, I better go beg this person to be a subscriber. I mean, it's like, what? Okay. Anyway.
And that don't curve broke bastards with a lot to say. What could your caption hurt? You cast aspersions while the staff at the Saxon serving rapping words to every last one of my classic album versions. I put words to perversions that mirror life in person.
I put words to perversions that mirror life in person. All these perversions, and he goes on the whole thing. Single mom deserted, the kids in poverty. He goes on a whole scheme here of all kinds of just terrible, tragic stuff going on in the world. So I put words to that stuff to where you really think about this kind of stuff, because I'm putting it poetically. All right.
Single mom deserted, kids are like a burden. Dinner rife with vermin. Winter nights they kill the lights, the chili bite like Durban. Past the sight, the sermon, the bounty of the eternal. Them grimy niggas heard them cash in transit in suburban. Scam card, turn flashcards to club circuit earnings.
Yeah, see, all kinds of stuff that people do to try to get money, you know. Yeah, the card scam and everything.
Wash winnings and bad bitches and baptisms justify sinning.
The baptisms justify sinning, of course. Baptism and sinning, you know, the duality there, of course. Baptism getting clean, sinning obviously doing evil. Yep, I like it.
Wash winnings and bad bitches and baptism.
That's crazy. Wash winnings and bad bees, yeah, because you know you're gonna spend money on them 304s or 403. What is it? Oh, hold on. What is it? 403s?
It's justify sinning a crooked light through a glass prism. For my kin, only prize giving is packed prisons.
Hold on.
Crooked light through a glass prism. For my kin.
For my kin, only prize giving is packed prisons. That's crazy. Is he speaking on the fact that, you know, obviously jail is a business, and like the more people that, you know, these businesses, I guess the jail business puts in there, the more kickback they get from the government. They are getting paid to literally put as many people as they can in jails. For my kin, of course, people like him, his color, his race, black people. We all know how they're treated in the judicial system. You know, so yeah, for my kin, only prize giving is packed prisons. That's crazy. Because I think he's speaking on the fact that, you know, people are locked up constantly, especially people of his kin, his race, you know, for no reason, just BS constantly. There's a lot of people that are innocent that are locked up right now, you know, because jail is a business. The more people they put in, the more money they get from the government, the more money they get from I think different kind of businesses, not only the government. Let me know if I'm right about that, but it's crazy. It is so crazy. There's something going on in some place right now, in some state in the U.S., I think, where I think like the owner of a prison is suing the government or suing somebody because, hey, you promised me that you were going to put more people in here, you know, that you were going to send me more, because the more he has in there, the more kickback he gets, the more money he gets paid at the end of the year, month after month, whatever. And he's like suing because, hey, you know, you promised me this amount. I'm not doing it, so I'm not raking in the money. He's literally suing. That's crazy.
Only prize giving is packed prisons. High risk pipe dreams that window thin as ice fishing.
High risk pipe dreams that window thin as ice. That window. Wait, what? Hold on.
Is packed prisons, high risk pipe dreams that window thin as ice.
Yeah, that window's thin as ice fishing. Okay, yeah, because you know it's a very like thin little bubble there that you can like ice fish in, like one little circle or something that you have a chance to catch them. I believe. I've never been fishing. I don't want to catch fish or anything. I can't hurt any animal, guys. I mean, yes, I eat meat, but that's a whole other thing. But whatever. I'm not the one doing it or killing them. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that window is thin. Yeah, the probability, the likeliness of people of, I think his kin again, he's saying, or people in general, basically, you know, the odds are stacked against you, you know, so that window is thin as ice fishing of you making it, of you getting out of the struggle, of you making it big, top tier and everything, and being a millionaire, you know, living a great life, whatever.
Ice fishing. 1 week we up, next we fighting addiction. I beat the old grave site visits with aunties. We try bump cheese up, but tight leash on my peeps and poverty won't leave.
We try to bump cheese up, get our money up, but tight leash on my peeps and poverty won't leave us. It's always got a stranglehold on us. That's tough.
Rolling trees up and cloning visas.
There we go.
Over eager scheme, a slow reader, but in them teachers so broken genes up and cloning visas.
The over eager schemer. Yo, that's crazy. The over-eager schemer. When it comes to scheming, you're over-eager, you're ready, you're putting in the work on that. But then, like, you know, having the school theme, like, you know, slow reader. Did he have something about overachiever too?
The over-eager schemer, slow reader, but in them
No,
teachers
okay.
so broken.
Slow reader, but in them the teacher saw broken genius. So is he saying that a teacher saw something, or is he saying that they're like keeping them down, holding them down, or whatever? Okay, it is. Well, yeah, it seems like it's a black teacher, so maybe he's seeing broken genius, like, you know, they're geniuses, but they're broken. They've been through trauma as a kid, of course, too, you know, growing up in a poverty struggle, like he said before. So slow reader, but, you know, their mind just might be a little slower than, you know, what's considered normal or, you know, appropriate at that age, at a young age, which I don't know why they get to decide that. Who's this, who's that, who's advanced, who's not. It's all nonsense. School is nonsense anyway. But in them, teachers saw broken genius. So yeah, that genius is in there. Their mind is sharp. You know, they might be a slow reader, but yeah, they got a lot of deep thoughts, intelligent thoughts. So, and then he followed that up after this. The overeager schemer. Cloning visas, of course, goes with the overeager schemer. I don't know if that relates to what he was saying on the kids in school and everything, but anyway, I was thinking he had something about an overachiever or something, or underachiever next, maybe, and he might. I can't remember now. But the overeager schemer, like, again, I was saying, you know, as far as the schemes go, as far as these get-rich-quick schemes, you know, doing something illegal, whatever, you know, you're overeager. You're ready to do that, to put that work in. But to, like, I was going to say, like, when it comes to the schoolwork, like, preparing the right way, whatever, you know, then you're not so eager. You're willing to take the shortcuts. But that's not what he was saying. I thought he might have something about that, but I don't think he did, really.
I'm a slow reader, but in them teachers so broken genius. Dope dealer, low achiever, hold heaters.
There it was. Low achiever. Okay. Low achiever, dope dealer, low achiever. So yeah, had the whole thing about the, you know, the over eager schemer, low achiever, like overachiever, but you're a low achiever because you're a dope dealer. That's what you're considered. That's some people's only way of making money, of paying the bills. I don't fault them for it. I mean, look, hey, well, it is what it is. But I mean, you know, it's funny to me. It's always been funny to me how the drug dealers are labeled as such villains, but the people that do the drugs are like, just, it's no consequence to them. I mean, yeah, they're living a horrible, hellish life, obviously. I'm not saying they have it easy by any means, but nobody, I mean, in most cases, nobody forced them to get on that stuff. Do you realize that drug dealers would not have a living, would not have a business if nobody on this earth ever got addicted to drugs or ever tried a drug? It's funny to me how drug dealers are labeled as such, you know, terrible people and everything, and they get all this criticism for doing that. What about the people that are willingly going down there to buy the drugs, that are stealing money, stealing stuff to sell off just so they can get their fix? That's just funny to me. I don't know. You know, they're more at fault than the drug dealers. I mean, you know, that's no different. I mean, it is different because it's very dangerous. Literally dangerous. But I mean, that's kind of no different. That's kind of similar to people that have an addiction to anything, buying merchandise, buying whatever. You know, they get obsessed with it, they get fixated on it. Now, obviously, it's not like, you know, a mind control thing like drugs can do to people and really mess you up. But you get what I'm saying at all? I mean, who? Let me know if I'm just a horrible, evil person for thinking that way. But I've always thought that was interesting how drug dealers get all the blame for all the people that are on, you know, these drugs that are addicted and everything. I mean, it's terrible. You know, it's not a good way to make a living, of course, because you are contributing to continuing to hurt people. But if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it because these people are addicts. They're going to find a way to get the drugs. Am I right or wrong? Let's go.
But in them teachers, so broken genius, dope dealer, low achiever, hold heaters, four-seater, couture dripping like Apostle Peter.
Oh my
And if
God.
that don't float your boat.
That was probably my favorite. That was probably my favorite scheme of the whole song.
But in them teachers, so broken genius, dope dealer, low achiever, hold heaters,
four-seater,
four-seater, couture dripping like Apostle Peter. And if that don't float your boat, call Jesus.
Oh, and there we see. That's what I was talking about. See, yeah, that's obviously not a white Jesus like we always like to see because the people in charge love to portray that. You know, look. It never really mattered to me what people like portrayed him as and everything because I don't care. Obviously, he's not a color now. You know, again, the Savior Yahusha is what I say. But yeah, that's the name that most people use, of course. But go look into that. I'm just going to say, you know, go look into the origin of that name. You'll see some stuff. You might find out some things. Anyway, it's a whole journey. But anyway, so it never really mattered to me. I never really thought of it as a big deal. But going down the rabbit hole with these things, you know, it's a whole agenda of why they don't want him to be portrayed as a certain color, that they only want him to be portrayed as, you know, the color that we usually see him portrayed as. It's a very evil agenda, and it's crazy. And I mean, it is a big deal. You know, I mean, it is a big deal. But anyway.
My compliments for the season.
That's it, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. All right. Nice. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Yeah, he had a deep message in there, speaking on a lot of things, important things. He always brings the dope lines, crazy bars, everything. Let me know what I missed because I know I missed a lot of stuff. I tried to catch what I could. Hopefully this video isn't too long. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much as always to each and every one of you. I have no channel without you. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys to death. Stay safe. Be careful. Thanks to the Most High Yahuwah, Creator, Savior, Creator. Everything without them, I'm not here. Obviously, none of us are here. So appreciate. Thank you. All praises to them. Obviously, always. Nothing is possible without them. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I'm out.